What's up? It's Sam the Dingus here on the floor. We're gonna stay on the floor here today. Just wanted to make a chill video, make the most out of my daylight. Just with a basic calisthenics video I think everyone can follow along with. You know, I'm super into calisthenics, free running, parkour, tricking, and fighting. And push-ups are pretty much like the staple exercise that you could say is helpful for every practice, every sport. So push-ups can be done a lot of different ways, and I've got 10 different cool variations here to show you. Some of them are helpful, some of them are just cool, some of them are just for showing off. But before I get into variations, I actually just want to show you what a good push-up looks like. Mostly when you're growing up, you just do push-ups without thinking. And so your elbows and shoulders might do something like this. And just so you know, that's very ugly, and it impinges your shoulders a bit. So to do a good push-up, you're gonna wanna rotate your elbow to the outside. See here? You can see the back of my elbow, but when my hands are down, you're gonna wanna turn so that they're facing out. Your bicep is up. And with that, you're just gonna bend your arm, your elbow close behind you, not to the outside. Keep it bent in, drop, and press, like a flat plank. So once you've got a great solid push-up as a base, I'll show you some of my favorite variations. So I actually did a video about this specific variation because I call them throw-ups. You could call them jump-ups or just explosive push-ups, whatever you like. Basically, it's the same deal, a regular push-up, but you're gonna wanna be explosive on the up part such that your hands leave the ground. This is like the most basic progression to getting into advanced push-ups. If you can leave the ground with your hands, that's a great start. Try not to arch your butt up too much. Just press through. Get that explosive force. So the next one is a classic variation. I feel like the Army made it the most popular, but it's known for being a bit difficult, and it is somewhat. It's called a diamond push-up because of the shape your hands make. But essentially all it is really is a close grip push-up, such that it involves your triceps more than anything. That's what makes this difficult, is that it's extremely tricep focused. Your hands stay very close to you the whole time, such that it's just extension of the elbow to get up and down. Great for triceps. Now I'm gonna hit you with the first on this list, which is just showy-offy kinda, fancy calisthenics variations. This is the kind of stuff you'd see people doing in calisthenics videos. I call these squirrel push-ups, but I believe you could also call them Superman. You just kinda wanna do a push-up, but on your way up, you're gonna put your arms up in front of you and jump, and put your legs up too. See if I can do a good one. This is good for helping get you that negative strength, because although good exercises, you're slow and steady and balanced throughout, it also gives you a different type of strength to suddenly resist a lot of force. So that's kind of how the catch aspect of this exercise is helpful. But otherwise, it's just for fun. Okay, if this last one was showy-offy, this one is the pinnacle of showy-offiness. I'm not sure there's any benefits to this particular variation, but it is very cool on some Sporticus shit. This is the Cyclone, or 360 push-up. My best advice for you on this one is do it 180-180. It's a lot easier if you like kind of peek over first and then you finish spinning instead of trying to just like throw up and tuck a crazy one. You're gonna want to go down, and now I'm peeking. You can do this slowly too. That's more or less the gist of it. Like I said, I'm not sure it's that helpful, but it is cool. Now this one is the best of the showy-offy push-ups because it demonstrates actual strength and skill and balance. And so if you can do repetitions of this exercise, it means you got really good strong push-ups. So not clap push-ups, not even double clap, we're going for triple clap push-ups. So to begin, you're gonna wanna do a single clap, which is just down and up. Obviously you're gonna wanna bend your elbows more, but I'm just trying to talk through it. Double clap is the same deal, just clap twice on your way down. Now triple clap, that's a fun one. And you might
throw yourself up and stand up too much on accident and reduce the weight load of this. But what you do is you clap once, get some boost by clapping behind you, and then you try to grab one more on the way down. This one can be kind of tough, and it means you have a chance of falling straight down, so I would try it on grass first. That was just 2. This one's harder than I thought. I kind of got to lock in here. Now we're taking a break from the showy awful push-ups, just getting to some real goods here. This is a dynamic push-up, which is also a good ab exercise. Good for building stability. I think they're called Spider-Mans, but you can call them knee touches if you want. Essentially, standard push-up. You're gonna want to crank one leg out, drop her slow. Pull up, switch sides. I like to pick my leg up first and then drop. And tuck it in nice once you're at the bottom. All right, this one I think is more of an ab exercise than a true push-up. And I got this one from Jeff Cavalier of Athlete X, so shout out the man, the legend. So this is called a dive bomb push-up. It's a little bit weird looking. You might not want to do this one in the gym. You start super arched up with your hands out in front. You're gonna want to drop to your forearms and push through. Dive bombs like this are not inherently hard, and it's not super push-uppy of an exercise. It's kind of a little bit of an ab crunch, but it's also not very intense either. So I would just recommend mixing this one in here and there just to push your fluency more than get an intense workout. So to easily make at home your own variations of push-up, I would say just put your arms in different places. Change the way your hands are oriented. The one I'm gonna do here, I'm calling side drops, or you could call them pec pops, or pec ups, or side to side push-ups, whatever you like, really. But essentially, you're just gonna pick one side and drop and turn a little bit. Get some nice stretch and contraction in your pecs. As with all exercises, what you squeeze the hardest, what you contract the tightest, gets worked the most. And you can consciously edit any kind of push-up or variation, but having one that's set up like this, where it's specifically for your pecs, helps you understand consciousness. And maybe you can apply the feelings from this exercise to your regular push-ups if you want to make your regular push-ups more pec focused. Returning to the show-offy variations that are not that helpful, this is the one-arm push-up. Now, I want to do more research about this and figure out exactly what humans are capable of, but this style of one arm I'm teaching you right now is fairly simple. Anybody could probably do it if you're decently strong, mostly because your legs are far apart. That's the difference I'm getting at here. When we do our one arm push-ups, you and me, really strong, wide base. Put one arm behind you like that. I've always wondered, but I'm not really sure if humans are capable of doing this with their feet together. That would be a true feat of strength, and if you can do that, you definitely don't need to watch this video because you know everything much more than I do. I'm gonna try it with my feet together. All right, we're getting to the last variation here. This is one that I've never seen anybody else do, so hopefully it's not bad for you. Essentially, it's just a reverse grip push-up. You're gonna take your hands, put them the opposite way. It'll make a nice strong bend in your arm. I believe this will be a tricep dominant exercise, but I'm not exactly sure. But it actually feels pretty good and strong in this position. So I recommend doing sets of 15 or 20 of these. Just wanted to pop a video out to you from the void, let you know things are good out here. We're staying strong. always looking for the next epic shit to get into, so hope you all stay well with this simple vid. I'll see you around.